Hello and a happy Mental Health Awareness Week to you from Somerset Libraries. My name's Alex. I work for Somerset Libraries as a development officer in charge of health and wellbeing. And what I wanted to do this week to mark Mental Health Awareness Week was to go through some of the best websites and resources that are out there to support your mental wellbeing. This has been a really tough time for a lot of us and for our mental well-being. It's difficult not going out, not seeing people, not having routine, having the constant concern over what's in the news. And as a result, our mental well-being is under a lot of strain. But the good news is that there are some really good websites and resources out there, which I'm going to go over this week, and hopefully they will help you out a little bit. Okay, so each day I'll do a different video, and I am going to theme those videos around the 5 ways to wellbeing. So if you've not heard of the 5 ways to wellbeing before, they were developed by the New Economics Foundation, who undertook some research to find the essential steps it takes to keep a positive and healthy wellbeing. So what they found was that there were 5 essential components. So these were connecting with people and those around you, being active, learning, giving, and taking notice, which is it's essentially like mindfulness, really. So today's video is going to be all about connecting. At the moment, it's harder than ever in some ways to connect with people around us because we're not allowed to see them. But we also know that it's what's kept us going, whether that's stepping out on your doorstep and clapping and feeling part of something, whether it's getting to know your neighbour who you've never really talked to before, or whether it's video calling friends and family who maybe you don't normally speak to very often. So here it states that connecting makes a huge difference to how we feel and keeping us happy, and it's really important that we keep these going each day. So I'm now going to cover a few different websites that will hopefully help you do that, whether that's keeping connected with your people with friends and family, or building connections with people you don't know, which also goes a long way to helping us feel good about ourselves. So starting off with connecting with people we do know. So I've just listed here some of the most popular video calling apps and websites. So many of us will have been using these a lot over the last few weeks, but there will also be a lot of us who actually aren't that familiar with video calling, and it can seem a little bit overwhelming, not sure where to start. So these are some of the main ones I've listed here. So we've got WhatsApp, which is an app for your phone or your tablet. We've got Facebook Messenger. You don't have to necessarily have a Facebook account to have Facebook Messenger, or at least you don't have to run a Facebook profile. Zoom, which has become particularly popular in the last few weeks and is a very popular one for group calls. Skype, which is again another great video calling app that you can run off your computer as well as off your phone. FaceTime, which is just for iProducts, iPhones, iPads, and Google Duo. There are a lot more than this, but these are just some of the most popular ones and the most likely ones for your friends and family to also have. So do you feel like you could do with a little bit of help in getting to know how to use these apps, or have you got somebody in your family who could do with some help? Well, you're in luck. We've got a little bit of support on that via our website, Glassbox Taunton, which is the digital side of Somerset Libraries. So if you go to www.glassboxtaunton.co.uk/COVID-19, and you will hit this website. And we've listed here actually lots of different websites that are really, really helpful during this time. Lots of different resources around your health and getting extra information and things like that. And if you scroll down until you get to this part, video calling and conferencing, we've listed a few other websites which are good for group calling, and we have also put a link to Learn My Way, which I put a big arrow next to, and I'm going to circle now. And they have a little tutorial on video calling, which it doesn't cover Zoom, but it does cover Facebook and Skype, I think. So that's a really good place to start if you know someone who's not feeling very confident about video calling. On that website, you'll also find some other really good tutorials to upskill you in sort of basic digital skills. So again, if you or anyone you know is finding themselves a bit low on digital skills at the moment, then that's a really good place to start. Okay, so that's just a quick guide to helping you connect with your friends and family using websites and apps. Next, I'm going to talk about connecting with people you don't know. So are you wanting to help and support and connect with your local community, or are you feeling actually that you're on your own in your community, you're feeling vulnerable and you would like people to support you? If that's the case, I've listed 3 different websites here that I'll go over, which I think can help with this. So we've got www.covidmutualaid.org. We've got www.coronahelpers.co.uk, which is Somerset specific. And we've got kindnessbypost.org, which is a really lovely nationwide project using letter writing. So no digital there, which some of you may love. So let's start with COVID Mutual Aid. So this is a great website which has pulled together details of all the different community support organisations that have been set up during this crisis. So I've zoomed in on Somerset here, and you will see there are absolutely loads of groups. So you can just go to this, go into your local area, and it will give you contact details of how to reach that group, which might just be a phone number or an email address, but it might also be a Facebook group, which can be a really nice way of feeling part of your community when you can't see them. So yeah, if you want to offer your help to your community or you need some help, then this is a really good place to start. And then similar to that is the Corona Helpers website, except this is Somerset specific. So this has been set up by Spark, who are a Somerset organisation here to support charities. And they've set up this website again to help you connect with local organisations that are offering help. So if you would like to volunteer your help, or if you need some help, this is a really good website to go to, and you can find out what projects there are in your local area, whether they need volunteers, or if you need help, you can find out what organisations you can go to for help. So that's another really good way of connecting with your local community. And then finally, I just wanted to highlight this really nice project which is nationwide, and it's called Kindness by Post, and it's part of the Mental Health Collective. And the idea is that you sign up and you'll be given details of somebody to send an encouraging letter or note to, and in return you will also get an encouraging letter or note. So if you are actually fed up of online connecting and you would want to sort of go back and write a letter, then this is a really nice project to be part of. And the great thing is, it doesn't matter if you don't know anybody to write to, because they will connect you with somebody. So this is a really lovely project if you are feeling like you want to connect with someone and help brighten somebody else's day. Okay, so finally, I just wanted to cover some of the main websites which are out there to support you if you're on your own and you feel like you haven't got the connections you need and you need a bit of support with that. So first off is Somerset Community and Village Agents. So they existed well before coronavirus, and they are here to support people who are on their own or carers and who need a little bit of extra help in signposting them to the right places. And they are still functioning during coronavirus, and they're still there to help you. So yeah, if you are on your own and you feel like you need some extra support but you're not really sure who to ask, they're a really good place to start. So that's www.somersetagents.org. Then there is also the Somerset Coronavirus Helpline, which is there for urgent support, and they can help with many of your problems, especially on a practical level. So their phone number is there, 0300 790 6275. And then if you need some emotional support, then there's also a great resource, which is Mindline Somerset. A lot of us, either we haven't got connections or we have, but we're still really struggling. And I think, well, probably almost every one of us has had a bad day at some point in the last 2 months. And if you are feeling really low and you don't feel like you've got anybody to talk to, then Mindline Somerset is a great place to go. So their details are there on the page for you. They're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you'll just be able to talk to someone who'll listen to you, listen to your concerns and your anxieties, and maybe signpost you to some extra resources that you can go to for help. So I would really recommend that as a resource if you are feeling like you're really struggling at the moment. So that's the end of my video on connecting. Hopefully there were a few resources there that are helpful to you. If you have any questions about anything I've said or about anything else about using the library service, then if you're watching on Facebook, please do comment, or you can email librariesmail@somerset.gov.uk. You'll find lots more information about Somerset Libraries on our website, www.somerset.gov.uk/libraries. We also have a Facebook page, a Twitter page, and an Instagram page if you would like to connect with us in that way. So I hope you have a lovely day. Go off, connect with people, and I will see you for tomorrow's video, which, if I remember correctly, is on staying active. Okay, bye-bye.